thank you for coming to my senior project. My name is Cadence. Would you like to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hello, my name is Myla Werner. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I have the privilege of being here with Cadence on her senior project as a professional, just in case, to connect people or to help if somebody is triggered or feeling a little uneasy about what we talk about. So I'm here, and then also to connect with resources. Thank you.
No, thank you. So I wanted to start off and give a quote that I found that I really like about art therapy. It says that the medical profession has come a long way in recognizing the healing benefits of art. My hope is that someday the arts will be considered as essential in everyone's lives as breathing fresh air, eating clean foods, and engaging in physical exercise. And I liked this quote because art therapy is very important, but it is still kind of a niche thing. I'll say you'll see later that I did provide some art therapy resources, and sadly I could only find a couple, but they are still good ones. So I would like for you all to do an opening activity in writing little affirmation jars. So if you look in front of you, there's a little sheet of paper to write your little affirmation on. So I just want you to write like an affirmation that you like, or you can look them up if you need one.
Okay, so I'm really simple-minded. What's an affirmation?
Yeah.
Would you like to explain what an affirmation is?
Me? Oh, yeah, so basically it's just like a quote. They can either read it or like she said, you can like come up with it on your own, but it's just something to make you feel better, like emotionally. Some people call them like positive affirmations. Yeah, so just something for you to look back on to get like positive emotions. But, does that make sense?
Very well said.
Oh, thanks.
Makes sense, yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Are we gonna get graded for this?
No.
Okay, alright.
You lose points for misspelling.
I lost.
Well,
He's a horrible speller. Okay.
Okay, and then when you finish writing it, if you want to roll it up and put it in your jar, wrap the elastic around it so you're able to get it back out again, and so it doesn't like unravel in the jar, and you can't get it back out.
Roll. It's hard to roll.
Oh, this is so cute.
I know, aren't they cute? Yeah, it's such a cute idea.
I wrote a lot.
While you roll yours up, I will explain what affirmation jars do. So this exercise provides the opportunity to reflect on your intentions and what values you want to start focusing on, which is what affirmation jars are good for. And by you like putting it in there and like wrapping it up with the elastics, you're able to take it back out again, and so you can go and look back on it anytime that you need to. So for today, my presentation, I'm going to go over what Senior Project is and who I am, because Senior Project is a Virginia Beach thing, specifically at the school that I go to. So you guys are probably like, I don't know what that is. And then I will go into the importance of art therapy and what art therapy can do for you, and then the lesson, which is the art projects that you will be working on. Just all the supplies over there. So hi, my name is Cadence, and I'm a senior at First Colonial High School, and at my high school we have a Legal Studies Academy, which is how senior project is, like how it goes through is through the Legal Studies Academy, and I'll explain also later what senior project is.
Sorry.
And then I am an artist and I love art, which is why I'm going to show you some of the works that I've done. And for my art class right now, we've been working on a sustained investigation where we got to pick an art topic that we wanted to explore over 5 different projects, and I chose veteran PTSD to go with this project. And that's another one. And then actually the one on the right actually entered in a VFW art contest, and I won first place. So thank you. Okay, so what is Senior Project? So Senior Project is a year-long course at the Legal Studies Academy that gives students a chance to complete a community-based project and write a legal research paper on that topic. So for my research-based question, I chose to focus on the ineffectiveness of the VA, specifically with their treatments for PTSD, and just in general how they have such a long wait time and how long it takes to get appointments there and everything. I'm sure most of you guys have been able to deal with the VA and realize that. And then so for my art for this project, I chose to focus on art because through my research I found that art therapy is a successful treatment, and I love art, so I wanted to be able to share it with all of you. So why am I doing this project? So yeah, and that's my dad, it's back there. Back a while ago. So my family is very military connected. My stepmom's in the military, my dad was in the military, and I have a bunch of family that was in the military, so I feel very connected to the military. And then when I talked about struggling to get appointments at the VA, my dad has struggled to get appointments at the VA, so that's one of the reasons why I did choose to focus on that in my legal research paper. And then specifically, my uncle struggles with PTSD, which is why I really wanted to focus on PTSD and ways that we can better treatments for that. So now on to the importance of art therapy. And I also liked this quote. Like throughout, I have a bunch of art therapy quotes that I liked. And this one is, "Art is the creation of forms symbolic of human feelings." Ooh. Okay. Art therapy reduces PTSD symptoms without taking as much of an emotional toll as psychotherapies do. Because like I said, my paper focused on the ineffectiveness of psychotherapies. And one of the reasons why I liked art therapy is that because it doesn't take as much of an emotional toll as psychotherapies do. And it also allows for creative expression. And it allows veterans to safely express themselves and process their emotions, and also improve management of stressors and improve cognitive functions. And it improves brainwave activity to evoke positive emotion, leading to an increase in communication and better interpersonal relationships. And art therapy focuses on the positive emotion, leading to improving their quality of life compared to psychotherapies that focus on the negative. And this leads to a sense of empowerment that inspires a patient to overcome their trauma. So, to go into that, I wanted to provide you all with different art therapy resources. So the Intrepid Spirit Center is here at the Womack Hospital, correct? Okay. And they offer art therapy as well as other PTSD resources. And the Joel Fund is in Wake Forest, which I believe is like an hour away from here, but they do have different artistic therapies that are offered virtually. And this one was my favorite one that I found, which is called Heal Vets, and they send you craft kits directly to your door. And there are different craft kits like jewelry making, leatherworks, woodworking, and they have like different paint by numbers and different just like painting resources too. And they send them directly to your door at no cost, which I thought was amazing. And then I also have some other social media ones too, like Facebook groups, and then like an Instagram connected to like those Facebook groups. So now on to the lesson, which is why we're all here.
Great job.
So, for making your projects, I wanted you guys to consider some of these concepts while you're making them and putting them into your artwork. And I divided them up into different PTSD symptoms that you may be experiencing that you might want to focus on. So for anxiety is mostly an unseen thing, but what if we could see it and what would it look like? And for stress, what is causing you to feel stressed out and what is the source of your stress? For depression, what is one way your depression has held you back? What is something that you need to let go of? And for avoidance, think of what you're avoiding, people, places, and things. What are you avoiding? And why are you avoiding these, and what can you do to stop avoiding these things? And then for hypervigilance, it's what makes you feel unsafe, what do you feel unsafe, why do you feel unsafe at these places, and how can you feel more safe? So I have a bunch of different projects here that you guys can choose from. You can either do one of them, or you can do like multiple, depending on how you feel and how much time we have. So these are the first couple of projects. So for what does it look like, just close your eyes and take a minute to reflect on the previous questions that I asked, and throughout it I can put them up there if you want, or I could put up the projects just so you can see them again. And then draw what you're feeling and what your thoughts look like. For who listens to you, draw someone who supports you and who listens to you and who values you, and who can you rely on to help get through those bad days. And what you can't say, show. So take a minute to close your eyes and reflect on how you're feeling. What do you want to convey that you can never say, and what do you want people to see or know that you can't say? And then for a smile collage, make a collage out of the things that make you happy and that make you feel better. And for that, you can draw it, or I have a bunch of magazines that you can cut out and paste to paper too. And these two I think would have to be my favorite projects, which is why they get their own little slide. So for abstract thoughts, it's actually called neurographic art, and I did it in my art class, I think last year, and it was really impactful, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So on the back of your paper, you're going to write something that you are stressing about, or something that you're scared of, or just anything that you want to write on the back that you want to focus on. So then on the front of the paper, with a Sharpie, you're going to draw out like a scribble for like 3 seconds. And then while you're thinking of what you wrote on the back. And then when you go back and like stop with your scribble, you're going to go back through and focus on any of the sharp corners that were left after drawing your line, and like where lines cross, and you're going to go and round them out so there's no more sharp edges. And then if you want to, you can do another little line over top and do the same thing. And then finally, you're just going to go back through and color in the shapes. So for putting the pieces together, you're going to look through the magazines and take what resonates with you, and you're going to arrange the pieces in a way that articulates and brings together how you are feeling. And for a worry tree, you're going to draw an outline of a tree without any leaves. And then you can also, and then you're going to use words, symbols, figures, and shapes to capture the essence of your worries and concerns, and then place them where your leaves are going to be. And then for the last projects, it's a body scan. So you're going to close your eyes and scan all through every part of your body mentally, and seeing these parts starting to release and relax. And then you're going to fold the sheet of paper, and on the one half you're going to draw yourself before the scan, and on the other half you're going to draw yourself after the scan. And then you're going to write around yourself the ways that you're feeling before and after. So I also wanted to put this quote up here while you guys are working that you can look back to, and it says, to practice any art, no matter how well or badly, is a way to make your soul grow. And I really liked that one, because you don't have to be good at art to do art. It's just something that happens, you know, and it's really fun to do. projects all look amazing, and I wanted to go through and explain what each project set to accomplish and how it relates to art therapy. So for what does it look like, this helps you to identify your source of your anxiety, stress, etc. And it also helps you visualize how you feel. For who listens to you, this helps you reflect on the importance of communication and having your voice heard. This also helps you identify who helps you and where you can find help. For the body scan, this process highlights the importance of self-soothing, and it also acts as a reminder to the fact that we can, in fact, regulate our mood. For what you can't say, show, this helps you better put what you may not know how to share into something that is shareable, and this also helps you identify how you were feeling. For the smile collage, this helps you reflect on what truly makes you happy, and this serves as a reminder of what can make you feel better. And for the worry tree, this exercise is helpful in expressing problems, and it helps us get that energy out of the body. For abstract thoughts, it helps to change our reality through engaging emotional and aesthetic intelligence to find solutions to a variety of problems. And it enables people to interact and experience emotions by rounding out the sharp angles. It softens the edge of harsh thoughts, specifically of what you wrote on the back of your paper, and it encourages mindfulness. For putting the pieces together, this collage helps you make sense of the chaos that you are feeling and put it into something that's more structured. And it helps to explore the unconscious by choosing images that speak to you, and it uses the surreal and fantastical to protect the real. It creates connections by piecing together different ideas by layering different concepts. So I already passed it out, but I wanted you guys to write an artist statement that was considering the questions that were earlier that helped guide your work. So now that you guys all finished your artwork, I did want to take pictures of your artwork with your artist statements, if that is all right. And then also take pictures of you and your artwork. And I want to create a digital art gallery that has all the works together. I don't have a platform to do that yet, but once I do, I will share it out, and I will also post it on the Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
So, but thank you all for coming.